Hello everyone, this is Unreal Noob and welcome to Unreal Engine 4 Beginners tutorial. We are making an infinite runner, and in the last lesson we made the score and the distance system so that each tile you move it increases your distance by 1, and for every 1 second you get a score of 1. And today we will be spawning the coins. um, so in the project files, not sorry in the runner folder under actors, we need to make a blueprint class of type actor, and we'll call it bp underscore coins. We can open this one up and add in a static mesh. Call it coin1. I already have a coin static mesh. You guys can use whatever you have. I'll probably add a download link for a coin that I am making, but until then you can use something that you guys have. So yeah, like I'll just duplicate this one, right click and duplicate again. I'll create 5 of these, so you can just place them one after the other. Yeah, and in the event graph, okay, before that let us open up our player character, bp player, and okay, not in the bp player, in the struct player we will make a new variable and call it coins. It will store the amount of coins we have, and it would be of type integer. Save that and close it. And in the bp coins, when we overlap with this, we make sure that the overlapping character is our player character. Make a branch of it, and what we can do is then place sound at location. We can have it as this one, get location, and there will play sound coin pickup. I also have added this retrade with sounds. You might not have that as well, so use whatever you have. And from there, after the play sound, we want to destroy destroy component, and we'll get the character ref from the character ref we'll get the stat player, what did we call it, okay, we have it in the player controller, yeah, right. So I'll just move this in front, and we'll call in the PC ref get player controller, and over from there we'll get the player stat, break, and we'll just increment this value. Hide unconnected pins, and we'll print this one to the screen. And we'll do the same with the second one as well, on begin overlap, with the third one as well, begin overlap, fourth one same, begin overlap, and the fifth one same, begin overlap. What you can do is just copy and paste each of these for each of these lines. We'll plug in the execution and the other actor, one to the character ref and one to the equal to for comparing. Same thing over here as well, and at every event tick we want to get all these coins. Okay, let's just get all these coins. 5. Yeah, and set world, set rotation, let's say add world rotation, plug all of these in, and let's add 1.5 to the Z. Once that is done, we can now go back to the runner folder, actors, open up the, sorry, not the coins, the flow, and make a function, and we call it spawn coins. So after creating the function spawn coins, we want to spawn actor from class. It would be coins, BP coins, and over here we want to split this, and from this one type in select. It will select one of the three things, but before that we want to know how much, where they should spawn exactly, right? So let's go to the viewport once and add in box collision. The player was someplace over here possibly. Yeah, over here, and then we'll duplicate it and duplicate one again. We'll move the box 2 to the extreme end, and the box 1 would be in somewhere in the middle, like here. So what we can do is like select these three and get type in get component bounds for all of these, and from get random point in bounding box, plug it in like this. Same with these two as well. and the return value, plug it in over here like this, and plug this one in over here. Try to adjust location, don't spawn, and yeah, we have to make it random integer in range 0 to 2, so 0 to 2. And in the event graph in begin play, we just spawn coins, and once that is done, as you can see, these coins will just spawn like that, but we cannot collect them. As you can see, we are not collecting them, and it's a bit off. So let us move these over here, and let's see. Yeah, this is fine. This one is a bit off, so over here a bit. Actually, what we would like to do is just narrow it down as well, and narrow the last one down as well. And yeah, perfect location, but we don't have, I think our main problem would be the collision. What is our player mesh? Let's make it to pawn, overlap only pawn. Actually, just make overlap only pawn. Let's do a print string from here to say hello, and it does not say hello. Okay, let me just check this one. So let us add a sphere simplified collision, apply, and try it again. See, there we have it. All of them are not getting destroyed, only the first one is. So right, because for all of these we are just destroying only the first one. So yeah, make sure it's coin 2, this one's coin 3, this one's coin 4, and this one's coin 5. So just make sure of that, and there we have it, our point scoring system. And also this one throws error because once this is destroyed, it becomes invalid. So what we can do is right click on the coin 1 and convert to get validate, and only if it's valid it will add the rotation, and if it's not valid it won't. So convert all of these to get valid, convert to get valid, convert to get valid. Once that is done, and you escape, there are no more error messages. So what the get valid node does is, and also the way we converted to validate get is same as if we typed in is validate. These and this are the same, so don't confuse it if you see someone else do the other way and not like this. They are the same way. And we might want to move them up move them up a bit further, like this maybe. Yeah, so the other thing is, like, once we start with the colliding with the first one, all of them stopped rotating, so that should not happen. This is because once is invalid, it will move in to the next one as well. So what we can do, I mean, you can leave it like this, like it's not much of an issue, but if you're like me, you might wanna do all of these on a separate sequence. So just call in a sequence from here and just plug in each of these. Yeah. Mm, yeah, like that. If it is valid, just make sure to add rotation, like that. And like that. Compile, save. And as you can see, like, if I'm touching the first one, the others still rotate. Yeah, no issues over there, and I can delete this print string. Okay, let's just add the coin counter to the UI as well. So open up the runner folder. Yeah, okay, open up the runner folder, then go to widget, UI player HUD. We want to add another horizontal box in the vertical box, and we'll name it coins, and we will put in 3 texts as we did for the other two. The middle one would be the semicolon, the first one would be called coins, and all of these will be 35, and the last one would be a digit, so like just convert it to 00, and this one will be 35 as well. And for the color, make sure you choose your color, and I will give a right padding of, let's say, 40, 55, 70, 80, 90. 90 is fine. Also, I'll do one thing, carry this to a bit over here, and coins, this one would be not 90, let's say padding of 80, because over here I'll add a padding of 10, and I'll add a padding of 10 to the right as well. This one will have the same color, so will this one. And we'll binding this one as well, create binding, and rename this one to get coins. Okay, and we'll do the same thing as these, so just copy this one out and paste it over here, and we'll plug in the coins and hide unconnected pins, and in the integer we want to have it as 2, and let's play, and there we go. And the distance is working with the 0.5. Actually the thing was we were on the right side too much, so we could not see the distance properly with the 0.5, so that's something. Yeah, in the next video we'll make sure we spawn the obstacles as well. So okay guys, so before wrapping up this video, let me just go through what I did once. So the first thing what we did is we made a actor class and renamed it to BP coins, and over here we added in 5 of the static mesh and changed those static meshes to coins. I have coins, but if you do not have the coins, change it with something for now, and I will upload a coin mesh when I make it one. So till then just use something that you can use, and so I just place them apart, and then I just dragged each of them and converted to the validate get. What it does is, so as you saw that they were throwing some errors since we did not have these. So why was that error coming up? It's important to know that when a coin is getting destroyed, when this component is destroyed, this actor in itself is not destroyed by then. I mean, the actor still exists. That's why you can see the 2, 3, 4, 5 coins as well, but only one component was destroyed when it was destroyed, and and this blueprint did not know that it was destroyed, and it tried to add in the world rotation on the coin that was already destroyed. So this blueprint tried to add in the rotation even when the component was destroyed. So and in that case, like, it was throwing the error like this. If I just remove that, yeah, if I just delete that, yeah, see, attempted to access coin via property coin1, but coin1 is pending kill. So it's a pending kill, so it will be destroyed within some time, but the blueprint is still adding the rotation to it. So how we can overcome is we just put in through a validate node, so it checks if it is valid. Once it is pending kill, this this validate, this coin1 is no longer validate, and I'll just show it to you, like, by showing the print string not valid. So see, it's not valid anymore. See, it's not valid after it is getting destroyed. So once it is invalid, once it is destroyed, when the component is destroyed, it is no longer trying to add the world rotation, and hence we do not get the error. So also we saw that in the coin1, and we scroll down, we added the on component begin overlap. So what did we do on the begin overlap? So once it's overlapping, we call this function, first of all, the on component begin overlap, and from this we make sure that the overlapping character is indeed our very own player character and not something else. Like we have placed 5 coins over here, let's say, like each of them have a collision uh, a bit bigger, and these two collisions are overlapping. Okay, so even then will this will run because it's overlapping with something, so it will still run. So we are making sure that we want to destroy the component only when it is overlapping with our player character, and once it is true, we are getting our player character reference. Why? Because we are storing the player stats over there in the player controller ref, and from there we are getting the coins, and we are incrementing the coins when it is getting destroyed. And also, before destroying, we are adding a sound over there. This is optional. If you do not have a sound, you can leave it out for now, and later on when you get sounds, you can plug it in. And obviously the place where the sound will play would be the world location of that coin, of that very coin. So each of the coins can have different sounds if you want. It's up to you. This one sounds way better to the ear, so probably I'll just use that. And also you can plug them like this, like click on any one of them, go to your play sound, and use this arrow key, and it will change with that sound that you have clicked right now. So that's 5 of them. Yeah, now see, the sounds changed. Yeah, way better sound than it was before. Okay, so I hope you understood this logic and the spawning of the coins. For now we are doing it within the flow. We have this spawn coins within this BP flow. The other thing we could do is in the game mode override, live and flow. Actually, yeah, never mind. We can just keep it to the flow in itself. The spawn coin. So what is the spawn coin doing? Um, we made 3 box collisions and place them over here above the flow. Make sure all of these are above the flow. And also, before going into this, like I don't know if you saw the video properly, but if you did, the first time round the coins were not picking up. It was because of collision issues. So if you have the same issue as mine, you want to go to the static mesh, open this one up, and you might not have the collision, so I'm just going to remove my collision. So you might not have a collision, so you can add any of these collisions. I just applied auto convex collision, like in collisions, auto convex collision, and apply. So yeah, you can do that. And also you can use a sphere. This is the typical sphere collision that is used. You can also use a capsule. For now it's the same, and the box collision as well. So it's, as you can see, it's more on the box collision. Yeah, it's more of box size, and then you can also have like add 10 DOP minus X, and that will be like this. And you can also have on the Y, which should look like a box, and the last one would be in the Z, and that also looks like a box. Then you have the 18 DOP, and then you have the 26 DOP, as you can see. And this one is like if you are using the auto convex collision, it is a bit more processor heavy and a bit more precise. As you can see, it actually like takes into account all the what do you call it, the triangles within this mesh, and calculating the collision for it. So it's a bit more processor heavy, but for our game you can use it if you want, or you can just use a simple box or a sphere one as well. That won't be much of an issue, since we already made sure that the coins only destroy only if it is the character itself, player character itself. So yeah, let's get back to this spawning of the coins. So as you see, we added box collisions, normal box collisions, 3 of these, and they are narrow, just and placed over manually on the lanes that we would be walking. And in the event graph, sorry, not in the event graph, and then what we did is over here, come to the functions, added a function over here and named it spawn coins. And from here what we did, we got the box, we got the component bound. What this component bound does is basically gets this bounds this length, it gets this length, this breadth, and this height. So it gets the area basically. So it gets the origin point of it, and it gets the box extent like in the X and the Y axis. If you click on this, you can see the box extent 32, 32, 32. It gets the box extent and the origin and the box extent. So it gets basically it gets the area from there. I mean, it calculates when I do a random point in bounding box, it gets the total area and places it within that area. And within that, let's say if this box was selected, because we have it on a select, so it would select from either of these 3. So let's say the box 1 was selected, that is the middle one. Let's say box 1, sorry about that, let's say box 1 was selected, and in box 1 a random point from that area was selected and put in over here, and in that random place this coins were placed and spawned. So basically that is the logic behind it all. It's very simple logic. And then we moved into the coins part. It is very much similar to what we went through in the last tutorial, so I won't waste time explaining that again. And if you guys enjoyed and learned something from this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel, because that helps me a lot. Thank you guys, and see you in the next lecture.